everybody, welcome back to Cards by the Hill. My name is Jane Hill. So this is going to be the first in a series of awareness cards, and it's going to be asthma awareness for this particular one. If you watch my videos, you'll know I'm asthmatic, so it's something that's very important to me. I'm going to make it out of black cardstock. This is A4 Premium Card Pack Black by Hobbycraft. You get 50 sheets in a pack and it's 180 GSM. So I folded it in half, and that's going to make a card that's roughly 8 and a half down and 6 inches wide. I've got a piece of white cardstock, which we're going to layer up. It's going to be a black and white card, monochrome card. So it's 6 across, so we'll say 5 across. And what was it down? 8.5, just under 8.5. So we'll do let's just cut off an inch first. See how we're looking. Yeah, so I've just cut off an inch, so it's left it as roughly 7.5 down. So that's gonna be the base. I think we might take it down to the bottom edge a little bit more than we usually do, because I might need the room at the top for a slogan or something like that. Now the asthma awareness ribbon is grey, so I've got a silver ribbon. Okay, so I'm gonna, like I say, bring it down to leave some room at the top. There we go. So we've got our monochrome colours going on. And I'm going to use this Clearly Stamps Be Creative Craft stamp set, 7x7, called Make a Wish. I thought this was very apt. We've got a little boy blowing some daisies up into the air. And it comes with daisies and butterflies, daisies and bubbles, or daisies and hearts. Okay, obviously you can cut them off, which I'm probably going to do. So look away if you can't handle that. you're a little bit faint-hearted, I promise you the stamp won't scream. So let's just chop that off. And then we've got him blowing the daisies. Okay. So those are going to be in black ink. I'm going to use Gina K amalgam ink. Put it in the Misty. Use my broken magnets. And of course you could give it to somebody who's trying to cope with asthma, who's having a hard time. Who's just been diagnosed with it. It's just a little pick-me-up card. Oh, it's terrible. It's all dotted. I don't think that's how it's meant to be. Okay, right, so let's clean that off. Okay, so I'm just going to go over it with an emery board. And then I'm going to try the Gina K ink again. We'll see whether it works this time. Just to take the initial layer off. So it's got something to grab onto. So the ink's got something to grab onto. That's better. And I know some stamps need that where they just can't hold the ink. So you just give them a little rub over with a little bit of sandpaper or an emery board. There we go, and it works. Okay, so let's go back to the card. Okay, so this is going to be the Versamark flowers. I'm just going to run over that with a emery board. Okay, you see the difference when you go over it with some sandpaper or an emery board. Okay, so the stickles have dried. They've come out quite pretty, I think. So now I'm going to add Take Flight to the front in black. Just going to put it down here in the corner. And before I do it, I am going to rub the surface away with an emery board, because this is that same pack that I had the trouble with the little boy, so odds are this is not going to take first time unless it's given a little bit of help. I have to say, for a stamp set from a named brand, it's not that impressive. Okay, that's that on now. Right, so now I'm going to add some additional pieces. Let me get those. It's not quite how I expected it to turn out, but then sometimes cards never are they? So I've got these silhouette pieces in here, and I've got fairies and trees and flowers and such like. So I think I'm going to add a few of those to this. Yeah, and I bought these as a job lot from eBay many years ago now. I've used a couple every now and again. And you know, they're good for monochrome cards. I want to put a couple of fairies on now. As you can see, I use them every now and again, but obviously they are unique stickers, so it depends what you're doing to be able to use them. I think I might put them around the bottom here because we've got take flight. As I say, this really wasn't the way this one was supposed to go, but you know what happens when you're making a card and it goes in a completely different direction because something doesn't work. So I'm just adding a few fairies here and there. So we could put some flowers down near his feet. Added some fairies, little tree branch there, take flight. Still seems a tad empty. Got to add the ribbon up here in this left corner, which I've already mentioned to you. I've got it in silver. So there's the ribbon. And of course all you do is curl it over like that. You've got a straight piece of ribbon, you curl it over. And then you can either have it like that, or you can push down the top corners like that. and fold it over so it sits better on the page, which I'll probably do there. So that will be going on. Right, well that's that. Okay, so I'm going to add this Come Fly With Me, because it's Take Flight. I'm going to add that on the front as well. To go with the fairies. And then inside I'm going to add, I don't have a magic wand to make it all go away, but if you ever need me. So, no, that really didn't work. Okay, not to worry. Not to worry. Let's get rid of this. And this. We'll mount it on something else. This one is just not happening at all. Okay, so obviously that's had to come off because it didn't want to work. So I'm going to use a white card base now and mount that on top. I'm going to have to lose some more of the edging. Cards can go and will go wrong. I'm not one of these people who will leave only the parts of the video in where the card works. Because I don't want you to think they come out perfectly right every time, because they don't. And I don't want you to feel that you're making mistakes if your card doesn't come out right. Okay, so let's mount it on a white background now. I don't think this one was meant to be. But then I've had a few like that, so, you know. Right. Okay, we're going to mount that on now. And then we're going to put a message inside in black ink, and that's it. There we go. I'm being careful around those stickles because I think they're still a little bit wet. There we are. Right. So I'm not going to be able to put it in the mister yet, I don't think. I might be able to. I apologise for the appalling state of my hands, because obviously I've been working a lot with ink. Right, best thing to do is put a piece of card over the stickles and over the back. Pop it in the misty. And then we can ink those up with Gina K. And the card's finished. Don't think it wants me to do any more to it. There we go. If I don't have a magic wand to make it all go away, but if you ever need me. And we might just put fairy on there. I think it's a little bit crooked, but at this stage, because I haven't even left in all times that this particular one went wrong, I've taken some of them out to bear you the pain and suffering of watching it. But this particular card has gone wrong, I think 7, 8 times now. So that's it. There we go. So that's for asthma awareness. You could probably give it to a child, I think, if they're recently diagnosed, and you know, you just want to let them know that you're there if they're struggling. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, as bad as it was. I want to thank you for your likes. Thank you for subscribing, as I do in all my videos. Please subscribe if you haven't. It means so much to me. I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch the videos. So much appreciated. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.